Hello and welcome to another episode of Poolzcast. Today we have Sammy from Degen Distillery. Welcome, Sammy.
Thanks for having me. Pumped to be here.
Yeah, amazing. So, Sammy, maybe introduce yourself a little bit and also about the project and your role in there.
Yeah, so I'm Sammy. I am the co-founder and CEO of Degen Distillery. We are aiming to create the world's fastest growing spirits company by leveraging a protocol that we have designed and a business model called social distribution that allows individuals to tokenize sales contracts so they can get involved in selling our products around the world, and they can own part of that revenue stream forever and get paid in the form of a commission. So we are looking to pioneer the RWA and the consumer crypto narratives.
Perfect. The other thing is, we would like to know a bit more about your project itself. So, what's the unique selling point?
Ex No worries at all. So um, the idea behind the project and the brand initially was, can we co-create a global spirits brand with a Web3 based audience? So when we started building that business model, we realized that there was actually a really big problem with that model. If we have international community, how do we get global distribution to fulfill that international community? So as I touched upon in the intro, we ended up designing a protocol that we are using just for ourselves initially. We call that protocol TAP, the Tokenized Affiliate Protocol. That allows users, community members, to sell our products into pubs, restaurants, shops, supermarkets, festivals, events, anything. Once they open that account and that account starts purchasing our spirits, so the accounts of the pubs and the restaurants that I just spoke about, we pay the individual a commission. So it gets some inspiration from an affiliate type model, but the really revolutionary part, the really Web3 part, the really futuristic part in what we do is we tokenize that sales contract and we allow the community member to own part of that forever. So when we get paid for the account purchasing our bottles, so does the user, so does the community member. So you will own that forever. If you onboard Walmart, or if you onboard a restaurant next to you, you will own commission every single time it purchases from us. So we actually realized that that model is much bigger than just Degen Distillery. So Degen Distillery really is the proof of concept, the trial for TAP and the TAP model. And then we aim to scale that model to allow any other business, any other Web3 business, any other Web2 business to be able to also do the same thing. Drink token is the native token for both Degen Distillery and for TAP.
Perfect. Perfect. Great to know. That's now a good segue to ask a little bit more about the token itself. So what's the utility for your drink token, for the community to have, and also as a revenue generation model for you?
Yeah, so we look at utility in two forms, maybe a third, but I'll go through all of them. So um, we believe that utility cannot just exist in a bull market. We believe that utility has to exist outside of Web3 and outside of crypto for the token to be valuable outside of a bull market. So we have built physical IRL utility into the token. The drink token will not only be a means of payment at multiple venues and events and festivals and sporting events, cultural events, art events all around the world. We are very close to announcing our first major major partner who will be using Drink Token um, as a means of payment. So you can go in there into venues and stadiums, etc., and you can buy drinks, you can buy food, you can buy product with Drink Token. That's one of the leading utilities on the physical side. I won't go all through all of them, otherwise we'll be here for 20 minutes. But other physical utility is by holding certain amounts of drink tokens, which we will announce shortly, you get free access, free tickets, free entry, backstage, VIP to all of these sporting events, music events, cultural events as well. But that is, yeah, just the physical utility. If you want to look a little bit more deep into the physical utility, you can check our white paper. On the digital side, obviously, for a token to exist in the crypto world and with a protocol, there needs to be digital native protocol utility as well. So by holding the drink token, you can increase the amount of commission that you get paid for bringing on accounts. It is utility across both individual community member and user and business. So in the future, very soon, when we start allowing other businesses to launch their own products on our protocol, those businesses will also have to buy drink token to lock it up, to stake it, and to pull it out of circulation. And then that will depend on their amount of usage and amount of marketing that we add to help sell their product. So those are some of the top line ones. We also really do believe in the tokenization of culture and the memification of a lot of, well, the interest that you see in crypto is memification. So we are building a lot of the brand element into the drink token as well to try and tokenize the cultural aspect. So whilst there is physical utility, digital utility, we're also bringing a bit of memification to it as well.
Amazing. Now, you have touched on events and everything. Would you like to also share some of the, team or backers or partners or collaborators that you've got with the project?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll be very quick because there's a lot. So I'll try and summarize very quickly. I mean, my background personally, my first business, I grew to 30 million in revenue. I used to own one of the top five music venues in the UK. I used to own two 20,000 capacity festivals, music festivals. I had the fastest growing events business in the UK, going from 0 to 600 events a year in 2 years. So I have a lot of network and a lot of ability to open doors in this industry. In terms of I'll start with the backers and partners. So our protocol, our social distribution protocol, is backed by Google and we're partnered with Google. So we build the protocol in partnership with them. They help us with funding, fundraising, finance, go-to-market, technical support, marketing, etc. And Degen Distillery as the physical business, the spirits, is backed by and partnered with Brewdog, who are one of the fastest growing alcohol brands in the world. They're a $2 billion company. They sold last year, for example, 350 million cans of beer. They are distributed in 57 countries around the world, and they're the most disruptive beer brand in the world. So they work with us to produce all of our spirits. They help us with distribution. They help us grow really, really quickly, and we can latch into their network. And then they help sell our products into the biggest retailers, the biggest grocery chains in the world. Other team members, again, I don't want to monologue too much, but other team members, we've got a AAA team. We've got Diego Borgo, who is our director of brand. He led quite a few big Web3 initiatives last cycle, like Adidas into the metaverse. He's worked with Porsche, Salesforce, etc. Luke, our Web3 director, he had a big creative agency which he exited. He owned a large prop trading fund in Dubai, which he exited. So very, very sort of skilled, highly skilled team that we have at our disposal. Last one I'll mention, I won't go into every team member. Last one I'll mention is Dan, our sales director. He used to lead the sales for Red Bull, for Grey Goose, for Jack Daniels, for Patron Tequila, etc. So he helps us as a full-time member of the team really establish our major distribution globally. Other than that, we also have highly experienced other members of the team as well.
Perfect. Now, maybe we could touch on it quickly on the upcoming next 2, 3 months. What's in your roadmap pipeline?
Yeah, so our roadmap is to start announcing a lot of our major distribution on the physical side. So some of our product is actually going into a major announcement today. It's being delivered and shipped. We'll be announcing that very soon, which is really exciting for us. It gives us huge distribution and huge sales. One thing I actually forgot to mention on the token utility, the reason why sales is really interesting for the community is not only the growth of the brand and the visibility of the token, but we take 10% of the revenue from the physical side of the product and we buy back and burn the token. So when community members see our distribution increasing, our sales increasing, that also means reduction in supply for the token and more liquidity in the token. Other than the major distribution announcement, we are activating our network across most of Europe very soon. We're going to be launching in the USA. So we are a UK-based brand at the moment. We've got a lot of traction in the UK, and now we're starting to bring it on board for Europe and USA. We also have some very very interesting announcements for Ibiza coming very soon.
Perfect. Now, in terms of community, is there any, I mean, token is now live, but is there going to be a campaign or something that the community can participate in and be more involved?
Yeah, so we are soon to be releasing something. I can't discuss too much, but there will be an ability for community to take part in some questing and receive some additional tokens. There will be a few different community activations, as well as not only taking part digitally, we are starting to build some events globally. So previously to our launch, for any new community members that Pools have brought, we have run 17 events only in the UK across summer, where we had 700,000 guests come to our events. We're now looking to scale those events outside of the UK, in Europe, some in Middle East, some across USA and Asia as well. And we're looking to not only allow community members to take part in digital questing and digital forums, but we're very much looking forward to meeting community members all around the world across multiple different events.
Wow, that's so great. Now, the token is already live, so if the community is interested to get hold of it, could you guide on where they can, purchase the token?
Yeah, so right now we are live and tradable on Gate, MEXC, and Uniswap. FYI, Uniswap is the token is on base. So if you're trading on DEXs, you'll have to have a little bit of ETH on the base network to be able to trade on DEX. But we are really, really, really bloody bullish on base, especially again, as I touched upon in my introduction, especially on the consumer crypto narrative. We're really excited to be on base.
Thanks for that. That was the end of the Q&A section. Now, I would like to give you a few minutes if you want to talk to the community of Pools about the project or anything you want to share that you think is worth sharing, any alpha. Over to you.
Yeah, so I've touched upon some alpha. We've got some announcements coming with some huge distribution deals across the UK, which will be significant volume of bottles, which will also be significant volume of buyback and burn. We've got some Ibiza alpha coming pretty soon, which is pretty huge. Other than that, the only other alpha that I think I can give you at this moment in time is grocery. Now, for anybody who doesn't know what I fully mean by grocery, grocery means the largest supermarkets, hypermarket chains in the UK, in Europe, and USA, across the world. We have very, very progressed deals with some majors, which could be worth millions in revenue towards us, which means very significant buyback and burn pressure on the token also. Other than that, I don't think I can. I've given you three really key bits of alpha coming up shortly, so I don't think I can drop any more alpha. But the only thing that I would like to say at this stage is we really do see ourselves as a global community of creators, of innovators, of disruptors, of degens, of degenerates, of like, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on this podcast, but
Yeah, sure.
uh, yeah, like fuck you type mentality, zero fucks given. So if that is you, if you feel like you are that type of person, then we welcome you to the community with open arms. We are looking to co-create the brand with individuals. So what we will be doing very shortly is we are opening platforms within our Discord, within our Telegram, to allow individual token holders. We also have some NFTs as well, which I haven't discussed too much here, but individual token holders and NFT holders to be able to actually help co-create the product as well. So not only are you able to help distribute it, not only by holding the token do you take part in the upside of the brand, but should you wish, you're also able to co-create products with us, tequilas, gins, rums, whatever it is. You can help design the bottles, design the marketing campaigns and the branding. So uh, we're open to community members of all shapes, all sizes, and looking forward to hopefully meeting some community members at these events around the world.
Amazing. Sam, it was great to see you and, hear about the project and the plans that you've got. I'm sure the community is very excited now and especially the Degen community to join the project. I wish you all the best and success moving forward and looking forward to hear updates from you.
Thanks very much, mate. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.